If you're here, you wish to know. Welcome to What's News this week. A weekly series I want to speak about different releases that I found interesting, so I could keep up on you also. And the first thing we're gonna talk about today is Broken Roads, which is a classic RPG for modern age, and there's a lot of choices and consequences, and you can make in post-apocalypse it's in Australia even, yeah, and you can make your character whatever build you want to, and your decisions will have consequences, and you will face them. Also, turn-based battles, so this one may be interesting. Spirittea, so it's a live sim, like a quasi farm simulator, where we will play as a writer and we will have to take a break sometimes to travel in this village, speak with the neighbors, do all different stuff like catching the bugs, making drinks, and all kind of exploring and speaking with different people. And I believe there's yokai, because there's that you can befriend. Also, a fishing minigame is a must. I suppose it could be a cozy little adventure. Gods of the Twilight. So it's a visual novel where we have two main characters, and the gods are reincarnated in their bodies, and the mystical world goes into the real world, and it's kinda apocalypse is happening like in Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. It's gonna be a lot of choices to make, a lot of characters. You have to answer the question, who can you trust in this cruel world? And again, make choices that have consequences. These two main characters either can unite together to fight against a common enemy or become enemies themselves, depending on your choices. So I believe it's gonna be interesting visual novel, with a good storytelling maybe. The Last Face, people call pixel art Bloodborne, because people want Bloodborne on PC, but there's no Bloodborne on PC, and we don't know if there ever will be. So at least we have this Metroidvania with brutal killing of monsters and pixel art style. It can be a nice action adventure Metroidvania with Bloodborne-like stylistic. I expect it would be a fun experience. I'm speaking the sentence too much, but it's what I think it would be. Naheulbeuk Dungeon Master. So, well, feeling reminiscent of a dungeon keeper. It would be nice to become a dungeon master and create the evil empire and make sure that all these heroes will go fail in the traps of dungeons when they're trying to get to the treasures. Naheulbeuk is like a parody to fantasy world. I remember there was a comedic adventure where I was making fun of all of the fantasy character tropes, and now they're having a dungeon master that's kind of like a dungeon keeper. So at least it's not from Electronic Arts, and there are whole monetization. So well, let's see what this will bring to us. Loddlenaut. It's you'll happen little axolotl-like creatures by cleaning the environment to make sure that these creatures will live in a clean sea, and that's why you fighting pollution. And especially it would be a cozy game with little cute creatures that you have to help out. Persona 5 Tactica. So if you think that Persona 5 Royal, Persona 5 Strikers was not enough for you, here's Persona 5 Tactica, the tactical RPG, yeah, tactical RPG with a different style of gameplay, but with the same characters that we all love from Persona 5 series. That's pretty much it. Plus a new character waifu. Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, Realms of Ruin. It looks like a good RTS, which I didn't expect. I don't know nothing about Warhammer Age of Sigmar. I maybe watch a lore video on it if people would want me to. What else? Yeah, well, when I saw this, I thought that's how Warcraft 3 Reforged should look like, and it never did. So at least I maybe buy the game on sale and try to play a story mode to see what it's all about, because it looks really good. I already said this, yeah, but that's what I think it is. The Creator! I heard good stuff about when the Creator just came out in cinemas, and now it came on digital release. I'll have to watch it. It's from the director of Rogue One, and it's about people fighting the AI, and they wants to destroy people, and the guy is sent to destroy AI all once and for all, and what he finds out is a little girl with a robot that looks like a little girl, and instead of destroying her, he decided to help her out, and I suppose that's the story. Also, it's a good story, so I should try and watch it when I have time. Monarch, Legacy of Monsters. So I'm gonna make another story like this evil organization took away my parents, and because of this monsters, this disaster I have to relieve for. I'm feeling so sad, but I will have my revenge. And it will be story about the sad people that are a little bit angry, and not about the giant monster beating up the shit out of each other that people usually want from the kaiju stories. So what we all average people expect is giant monster beating up each other. It's not what we will probably get. Would they make at least make like once per episode there would be a big monster that fighting another big monster. Are Godzilla officially a good guy? I'm not sure. Maybe, possibly, maybe. Probably, maybe. Who was the good guy in Godzilla vs King Kong? They both were. They were fighting together against each other, but they united together against the common enemy, right? Or not? I mean, not remember six, right? Like, either way, Monarch, Legacy of Monsters. Already out. Scott Pilgrim takes off. So, we had a graphic novel, we had a movie adaptation, we had a video game, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and now we have anime on Netflix. And it's following the graphic style of a graphic novel. So, and white characters are the same that were in the movie, or at least some of them. And Science Saru Studio is a good one. Haikyuu Monogatari was incredibly good. This will be, if you either read the comic or watch the movie, you know the story. The guy meets girl, the guy falls in love with girl, the guy has to fight 7 evil exes in order to date the girl. Yeah, so here it is. Anime version of the same story. And unfortunately, it's all uninteresting this week. So, if you have the channel to live and grow, please support me here on all the social medias, and do drop platforms from YouTube to Twitch to Twitter to Vstream to Draw to whatsoever. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next videos or streams. Bye.